RC from the Mountaintop Joiner Shop here. Something just showed up on my doorstep from the likes of Texas Heritage Woodworks in Menard, Texas. And that can only mean one thing. Well, actually it can mean a lot of things. They make a lot of products. But for me, it can only mean one thing. That means that there is a brand new custom shop apron here in this box that I'm going to show you in just a moment. First, when I do these videos, I like to anticipate the questions I'm going to hear. And among the questions that I'm probably going to hear are, what's the deal with your old shop apron? I've never seen one like that before. Don't you ever wash that thing? What's wrong with it? Why did you order a new shop apron? Why do you wear a shop apron at all? Why don't you just roll around in walnut scented shavings for hours on end like I do? So I'm going to clean off my bench, get out this apron, show you what the deal is, and then I'm going to hot rod it to make it optimized for my unique purposes and hopefully end up with an end product that will serve me well in my shop and in these videos for years to come. Alright, so here's the shop apron that I have been wearing for years and years and years. This is a Bucket Boss apron from the interwebs that I bought for about $15. And the straps that it came with, I didn't much care for. They had these padded shoulder straps that after they went over your shoulders, they kind of came together to like a vertical strap that met at the midpoint of the waist straps. And I found that to be just kind of awkward. I didn't really like it that much. And the straps are kind of narrow. So I made my own straps out of leather, and I made them nice and wide so they distribute the pressure really well. And I did it such that they make a crisscross behind my back and meet to these corners, and they are independent of the waist straps that I put on it. And I put these straps on these little line 24 snaps so I could remove them if I ever wanted to wash the apron. And yeah, I have wanted to wash the apron, but I'm lazy, so I didn't do that. So you can see it's pretty dirty now. Another thing I did with this apron is I covered the Bucket Boss logo with a logo of my own made of leather. I stamped this leather with archival ink, and then I went over it again with some sort of leather finish that was supposed to preserve that. But you can see that all the lettering and the logo and everything just kind of turned to mush and got all scratched up and, you know, looks kind of poopy now. So that's what happened there. And then for the chest pockets, the all-important chest pockets, I always carry a 0.5 millimeter mechanical pencil. It's one of the main reasons I wear an apron is because I want that thing on me at all times. And then I have a knife in here. That's just a little knife for opening boxes and stuff like that. Don't use that a ton, but it's always handy if I need it. In a pinch, I can use it as kind of a marking knife as well. Other things that I've tried to carry in this apron is like a little pocket rule, but you can see that these pockets aren't really deep enough to accommodate it entirely, which means that these sharp points would like scratch my face like I'm being attacked by a bird of prey or something every time I try to take off my apron. So I don't really carry that on me anymore. Another thing I used to put in here is like a little notebook to take notes, write down measurements, that kind of thing. And yeah, so that's what I use the apron for. And then this pocket down here, I'd occasionally put you know, screws or things like that that I wanted to have on me while I was working. And over the years, you can just see it's just started to wear out. So I have kind of wear points here that have worn through entirely and are starting to separate. So it's starting to have holes in it. So time came for me to get a new apron. I've always had my eye on the Texas Heritage aprons because what they do there is make them custom. So you can kind of get whatever pocket configuration you want. You can pick your color. They'll put your logo on it. And I wanted to keep my straps, however. So I'm going to show you how I deal with that with the new apron, installing the new straps. But I also wanted a pocket configuration that would have a little bit deeper pockets to hold stuff like this. So I'm going to get out the new apron and show you what it looks like. All right, so let's empty this box and see what's in it. So one of the things I had Jason at Texas Heritage Woodworks do is to put my logo on it in stamped leather. I have a brass Mountaintop Joiner Shop stamp that I bought years ago off of some company and on eBay. I think it was a company in China or Taiwan or Hong Kong or something like that. And I've always used this stamp as an ink stamp instead because I don't have a clicker press or any kind of press that has enough tonnage to make a decent imprint in leather. So he did that for me. And here's the apron itself. Let's get this out. Well, ain't that pretty? So you can see that this apron is a much lighter color than my old one. I may live to regret that, or it might actually motivate me to wash it once in a while. You can see that it is a heavy-duty canvas with kind of a double layer on it. It's all double stitched around all the edges. All the pockets are double stitched. Everything is copper riveted at the corners. This thing's built to last. You can see I got my Mountaintop Joiner Shop logo right there in leather and sewn on. And in the box, since he was already set up for that operation, he did a bunch of leather discs for me with the same imprint on them in different colors. I can use these as kind of maker's badges for pieces of furniture that I build. I can use them as coasters. I can use them for all kinds of things. So it's nice to have these on hand since I don't have a press to make them with. And there is a Texas Heritage sticker there, nice and kind of iridescent. And there's a leftover piece of leather in there, which you know, I don't really need, but hey, I'll take it. You know, I do leather work, so this will probably come in handy down the road sometime. So you can see that I actually ordered this apron without straps, and that's because I love my old straps so, and I think they'll look nice on this apron. So I'm going to go ahead and install those straps, and then try this thing on so you can see how it fits. Well, you pretty much get the idea at this point. So I'll go ahead and leave this apron on and go get some actual woodworking done. In the meantime, if you're interested in either of these aprons, this Bucket Boss apron's available online for about $22 these days. And it's basically just this configuration. I believe it only comes in 1 or 2 sizes, and it's a single layer of canvas. And yeah, it is what it is. So it's a good budget option, though. It certainly did me just fine for years and years. If you want something more specific, or you just like a nice product, Texas Heritage Woodworks is a good option, of course. And I'll leave a link in the description for the website. These are available in 4 different sizes. You can get them in any number of colors. You can get them in any kind of pocket configuration. There's all kinds of options there. You can get them with or without an embroidered logo. You can get them with leather straps. You can get them with hemp straps. They started about $185, so it's quite a price difference between these two. But they're all, double layer canvas, double stitched with copper rivets in all the corners. It's all done by hand by one person in his shop, which I can certainly appreciate because that's what I do. And yeah, so if you want the deluxe option, check out Texas Heritage Woodworks and see what you think. Now, if you like what you saw here, please hit like and subscribe. It would help me out a lot. Also hit the little bell icon if you want to be notified anytime I release a new video. And if you didn't like what you saw here, keep it to yourself, pal. Or watch one of my other videos. You might like one of those. Thank you for watching.